जय शंकर बोले, जय शंकर बोले, जय शंकर बोले। जय शिव शंकर, जय शिव शंकर, जय शंकर बोले। सब देवों में देव निराले, जय बम बम बोले। जय शिव शंकर, जय शिव शंकर, जय शंकर बोले। सब देवों में देव निराले, जय बम बम बोले। महादेव तूने ही तो सब देवों का संताप हरा। सागर मंथन में निकला विष, तूने अपने कंठ भरा। महादेव तूने ही तो सब देवों का संताप हरा। सागर मंथन में निकला विष, तूने अपने कंठ भरा। इसलिए हर प्राणी तुझको नीलकंठ बोले। सब देवों में देव निराले, जय बम बम बोले। तेरे नाम अनेको बाबा, तेरी महिमा न्यारी। तेरे भेद अनोखे सबसे क्या जाने संसारी। तेरे नाम अनेको बाबा, तेरी महिमा न्यारी। तेरे भेद अनोखे सबसे क्या जाने संसारी। तू ही है कैलाशपति, पर्वत पर बोले। सब देवों में देव निराले, जय बम बम बोले। शीश तुम्हारी गंगा मैया, चंद्रशिखर पे सोहे। तन पे सर्प विचरते रहते, भक्तों के मन मोहे। शीश तुम्हारी गंगा मैया, चंद्रशिखर पे सोहे। तन पे सर्प विचरते रहते, भक्तों के मन मोहे। उसको कैसा कष्ट जगत में नीलकंठ बोले। सब देवों में देव निराले, जय बम बम बोले। जय शिव शंकर, जय शिव शंकर, जय शंकर बोले। सब देवों में देव निराले, जय बम बम बोले। जय बम बम बोले, जय बम बम बोले। जो राम नाम नहीं गाते, वो जीते जी मर जाते। जो राम नाम गाते हैं, वो परम धाम पाते हैं। बोलो राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम। जो राम नाम नहीं गाते वो जीते जी मर जाते। जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम धाम पाते हैं। बोलो राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम नाम ही जग में हर कष्ट मिटे जीवन का। एक राम नाम के लब से पावन हो मन जन जन का। एक राम नाम के जप से हर कष्ट मिटे जीवन का। एक राम नाम के तब से पावन हो मन जन जन का। जो राम नाम बिसराते वो पग पग तो कर खाते। जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम धाम पाते हैं। बोलो राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। एक राम नाम ही जग में हर बेरा पार लगाए। एक राम नाम का सुमिरन मन में उजियारा लाए। एक राम नाम ही जग में हर बेरा पार लगाए। एक राम नाम का सुमिरन मन में उजियारा लाए। जो राम नाम नहीं गाते वो जीते जी मर जाते। जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम धाम पाते हैं। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। एक राम नाम से भर के कुछ और नहीं है साचा। कबीरा ने यही बताया तुलसी ने भी यही बाचा। एक राम नाम से भर के कुछ और नहीं है साचा। कबीरा ने यही बताया तुलसी ने भी यही बाचा। जो राम नाम मुखलाते वो धन्य धन्य हो जाते। जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम धाम पाते हैं। बोलो राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। जो राम नाम नहीं गाते वो जीते जी मर जाते। जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम धाम पाते हैं। बोलो राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
एक बार बुरे श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। एक बार बुरे श्री कृष्ण भगवान की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। कराओ जय। Let us all stand as we join in our opening aarti this evening. As you are about to wave the sacred lamp of aarti, we surrender once more again to the feet of Bhagavan. Om Yani Tani Cha Papani Janma Hiritani Cha Tani Tani Vanashyanti Parakshana Prade Prade. Om Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhakti Mukti Pradayini Mantra Murti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Jai 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 Bhagavatam, Jai 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 Bhagavatam, Jai Jai Bhagavata Bhagavan ki आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मोक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेन निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला। ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मोक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेन निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला। हरि ज्ञान ही वरदान ही, हरि ज्ञान ही वरदान ही, जग के मंगल की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। ये शांति दीप पावन पुनीत सा पोत मिटाने वाला, हरिधर शरिकाने वाला। ये शांति दीप पावन पुनीत सा पोत मिटाने वाला, हरिधर शरिकाने वाला। ये सुख करनी ये दुख हरनी, ये सुख करनी ये दुख हरनी, यह मधुसूदन की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। मधुर बोल जग पंत कोल सन, मांगने गाने वाला, बिगड़े को भगाने वाला। ये मधुर बोल जग पंत खोल सन मांगने गाने वाला बिगड़े को बगाने वाला श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही प्रभु के महिमा की आरती पापियों को पाप से है आरती जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती पापियों को पाप से है आरती ओ जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती पापियों को पाप से है आरती This evening, my dear friends, devotees and bhaktas, once we wave the sacred lamp of aarti and once we prepare ourselves to join in a beautiful katha taken from the golden pages of Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, this evening we offer salutations to the Divine Lord, the Lord of the universe, Bhagwan Shankara, Bhagwan Shiva. This evening we blend our voices together beautifully as we chant the Panchakshara mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. 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 एक बार बोले श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की उमापति महादेव की. My dear friends and devotees, you may have your respectful seats at this point in time. As you are about to join a beautiful katha, we begin with offering salutations to the feet of Bhagwan. As I invite all you wonderful bhaktas and devotees joining with us this evening to sit upright as we draw our palms together, as we close the physical eyes, as we join very beautifully this evening with members of the Esperanza Shiva Mandir, as we grace this beautiful Mandir with the presence of Bhakti Yatra, a devotional journey this evening. And this evening we are very blessed and privileged to have the spiritual leader of this Mandir, Pandit Munish, joining with us this evening in devotion. Our humble pranams to your lotus-like feet. My dear friends and devotees, to all you wonderful bhaktas and devotees, we begin this evening's devotion with offering salutations to Bhagwan. Let us all sit upright, draw our palms together. As you close the physical eyes, we surrender to Bhagwan. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Bhagavan, 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 हमें दया करो. ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः. ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमो नमः. ओम श्री गुरु चरणं कमलेभ्यो नमो नमः. श्री गोविंदाय Namo Namam. Salutation Supratam Deva Puja. The first deity to be worshipped, Mangala Murti Moria, the Lord of auspiciousness, Mahaganapati. Om Vakradunna Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurume Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada Gajananam Bhutaganari Sevitam Kapita Jambu Palasara Vakshitam Umasutam Shukavinashakarakam Namami Viganeshwara Parapankajam. Salutations to Lord Shiva. Nagindrahara Yatrilochanaya Basmangaraya Yamaheshwaraya Nitaya Shudhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Om Namah Shivaya. Salutations to Devi. Sarvamangalamangaliye Shive Sarvata Sarike Sharanye Trayambike Gauri Narayani Namostute Jayante Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durgacha Mahashivadatri Svaha Svadha Namostute. Salutations to Hanumanji. He is our Lord of humility, the Lord of strength, the one who serves Bhagwan Shri Ram. He is called Ram Bhakta Pujari. Together, Om Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nija Mana Mukura Sudhar Varano Raghubhara Vimala Yasha Jodhayak Palachar Bonahi Natanu Janike Sumidev Pavan Kumar Balaburi Vidya Devumuhi Harahu Kale Shavika. Bole Syapati Ramachandra ki Pavan Putra Hanuman ki. My dear friends and devotees, for those who may not know, this Baba do here too good, right? So Jaikar, just double it a little bit so I go hate, right? Ek baar bole Pavan Putra Hanuman ki, Pavan Putra Hanuman ki. Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai, Kripa Karo Guru Devaki Nai. Jai Jai Jai, Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai, Kripa Karo Guru Devaki, Guru Devaki Nai, Guru Devaki Nai. Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai, Jai Jai Jai, Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai, Kripa Karo Guru Pavan Putra Hanuman ki. Jai Hanuman Gyan Guna Sagar, Jai Kapishati Loka Ujagar, Rama Duta Tulita Balarama, Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama, Mahavira Vigaram Bajarangi, Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi. Jai Jai Jai, Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai, Kripa Karo Guru Devaki Nai. Kanchana Varana Biraj Suvesha, Kanara Kundara Kunchita Kesha, Hatha Vadra aur Dhwaja Bhiraje, Kande Moja Jane Ko Saje. Shankara Suvana Kesare Nanda, Teja Pratap Mahajagavandan. Jai Jai Jai, Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai, Kripa Karo Guru Devaki Nai. गुनी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप ररि सियारि दिखावा, विकट रूप ररि रंग चरावा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। भीम रूप ररि असुर संगावे, रामचंद्र के काज सवाई। लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उदलाय। रघुपति कीन्ही राय, तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। सहस वदन तुमरो यस गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद शारद सहित अनीसा। यम कुबेर गोपाल चहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। तुम प्रकार सुग्रीवन कीना, राम मिलाय राजपर दीना। तुम्हारे मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु, दियो ताहि मधुर पर जानु। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। मिली मुका माही, झलरि रांगी गए अचन चनाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के चेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होतना क्या बिनु पैसाए। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। सब सुगल है तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे, तीनहु लोक हांकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा, हे प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुआरे। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। अंतकाल रघुपति पुरचारी जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और रेवता चित नार रहे हरमत से सारवस करे। संकट हर अमिते सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। या सत बार पाठ कर कोई छुट ही बंदी महासिका होई। जो यहाँ पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि सहा की गौरी सा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जयनाथ हृदय महारेरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा कर पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। He is known to everyone. Shri Ram Bhakta Pyar Jai Hanuman. He is the Pavaman. He is known to everyone. Shri Ram Bhakta Pyare Jai Hanuman. He fly over the mountain, he fly over the sea. Over the mountain, he fly over the sea. He is known to everyone as Bajrangbali. He is the Pavaman. He is known to everyone. Shri Ram Bhakta Pyare Jai Hanuman. He is the Pavaman. He is known to everyone. Shri Ram Bhakta Pyare Jai Hanuman. Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Gurudev ki naai. Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Gurudev की नाई। कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। ओम पवन तनय संकट हरणम मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। एक बार बोले पवन पुत्र हनुमान की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की। My dear friends, bhaktas and devotees, this evening, joining in that beautiful 40 golden verses and praises of Hanumanji, we journey to the depths of the Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran. As the 88,000 rishis and munis gathered together, they are asking of the great and learned sage Ved Vyasji Maharaj to tell them about this Lord Kanha, this Krishna, to tell them about this manifestation of Bhagwan Sri Vishnu. And so, as we all are currently preparing to observe Shri Krishna Janmashtami, this evening it takes us to our Katha. The rishis and munis with clasped hands together, they are asking, O great Rishi, tell us about the greatness of this Krishna. With clasped hands, they offer prayer to the feet of Bhagwan. Om Vasudev Sutam Devam Kamsuchana Umardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Hande Jagadam Guru Mokam Karoti Vachalam Pangulam Gayati Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Salutations to the Holy Bhagavatam. Redhi Sedhi Data Sedha Sadanava Danavarana Sumiro Baram Bara Marana Karana Ke Lalakaho Ganapati Kripa Nidam Jnana Kahani Ananda Bhavan Devu Mohi Varadam Barano Bhasha Bhagavat Gadha. ब्रज चंद्र मुकुंदा ब्रजभूषण दूषण हरणा कहो भव भय पारना चरण शरण लियानंद करन जय 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 जगदीशा श्वेत शेष ईश जा महिमा अमिता बीवा वीर वीर जा नाथ कहे देव मोहे वरना राधा वरहावर सदा प्रेम भरे मुस्कान नित चित्त चित्त में कह रहे लीला कुतिया हार ज्ञान के पीछ फिरत कहे ग्वाल बाल लिए साथ मोर मुकुट सिर पर श्री गुरु चरण सरोरज निज मन मुकुर सुदान बरनो रघुबर बिमल शू जोरायक परचान बोनहीन धनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बलपुरी वेद्या देव मुहि हरहु कलेश विकार हरहु कलेश विकार हरहु कलेश विकार ओम धन्यवेन्द्रमन नाम कहे धन्य गोकुल गाँव धन्य के रसिका जनय के जे जो सुमिरत राधे श्याम के जो सुमिरत राधे श्याम के जो सुमिरत राधे श्याम एक बाल बुरे वृंदावन में हरिरार की जय Ved Vyas Ji Maharaj says, once in Mathura, a very beautiful village close to the river Yamuna, lived a Raja, a beautiful king by the name of Urgasin. Urgasin, my dear friends and devotees, he was a great ruler. He treated all of his citizens equally. And in all his decisions, he would ensure that they were fair. But Urgasin, he had a son by the name of Kamsa. Kamsa had loved his sister very dear and near, whose name is Devaki. But Kamsa, as his father is advanced in age, he doesn't like how his father is ruling. He finds he's too fair. Kamsa finds that his father is taking too long to give up this kingdom. Because Kamsa's mentality is totally different from his father's. Kamsa wants to rule and bully all of the citizens. He wants things his way or otherwise, no way. But with his father there, he was unable to achieve this. So Kamsa, having this desire, As days and months and years passed by, he allowed his desire, he allowed his abhiman, his ego, his pride to get the better of him. He thought that he was powerful enough now, that one day comes, took his father to the prison of the palace and imprisoned him there. Placing his father there now, comes, took the throne of this beautiful kingdom of Mathura. And while he sits on the throne, he's filled with ego, abhiman. He's filled with pride. Comes, the more land he have, is the more land he wants. Doesn't this song familiar? The more comes have is the more he wants. He doesn't study about Mathura again. It is under his leadership. He looks at the land of the Yadus. He wants the property of the Yadu. He wants to destroy them, to rule over everything now. But what does he do? Katha tells to us this evening. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Bolo Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Kamsa kah kur kruryata kaha me janane kroti samha yadu prabha parvi bhavatan sarva samrahata. Comes, my dear friends and devotees, looking at everything that the Yadus have, comes decided, as much as he loves his sister Devaki, he's worried too. If this belongs to me, this palace, I might have to share some with Devaki. But if I get Devaki married, whatever she gets there belongs to me too. This is what you have greed and abhiman and ego, how we think. Comes, he invites the Yadus and he begins to make preparation for Devaki to become wedded to Vasudev, one of the kings of the Yadu dynasty. And so, preparations are being made. And while these preparations are being made, Kamsa is very happy. Kamsa is eagerly waiting for this union, for this Vivaha Samskar. Why? He thinks to himself that when Devaki becomes wedded to Vasudev, whatever is Vasudev's own will become mine. And so, Kathata Swasasi. Vasudevataya Mavanam Chinta Krodha Yarate Devaki Arpana Mayosana Sarvamasana Piyate Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Bolo Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Bolo Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Prabhu Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Baba Sri Krishna Sharanam. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Everybody. Sri Krishna. Jai Bhagwan. Sri Krishna. Oh, you want to hear the rest of the katha? If you want to hear the rest of the katha, Let us hear Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Bolo Shri. एक बार बोले वृंदावन में हरिलाल की. My dear friends and devotees, Kamsa is eagerly waiting for the Vivaha Samskar. Whilst Devaki prepares herself, the day finally reached, where Vasudev, together with all of his relatives and friends and ministers, they came to that beautiful palace to become wedded. Upon the completion of the wedding, Kamsa, my dear friends and devotees, he was so happy that he said, allow me to drive this wedding vehicle. And as he sits there and he's ready to drive this chariot, and as he's about to go, he's smiling. He begins to laugh. Not every smile you must trust, and not every laugh is genuine. Why is he smiling? He's thinking about all what he's going to inherit, all that he's going to gain. And why he thinks about all of these things, my dear devotees and bhaktas? Kamsa begins to proceed with the procession. But as he's about to proceed, a voice from the heaven begins to speak. And the voice says, "O Raja, how foolish are you? You think that you have won something, but instead you have signed your death warrant today." O Kamsa, the eighth child of Devaki, O Kamsa, will bring your destruction. For the one who possesses ego, abhiman, pride, jealousy and hatred, it brings your own destruction. Ego is spelled E G. Remember Baba here to go there? E G O. Agent, God, out. Wherever there is ego, Bhagwan is nowhere. And the one who possesses ego, pride, abhiman, jealousy, hatred, you know what it does? It brings your own destruction. Not the destruction of anybody else, but your own destruction. And so, the heavenly voice says, "O Raja, the eighth child of Devaki Maya will bring your destruction. All the abhiman and the pride that you have, that day is going to come when all of that will be destroyed." Why possess abhiman and ego when it will bring your own destruction? Kamsa, he felt a bit frightened, a bit scared. But when someone possesses ego, you know what happens? That person doesn't surrender and ask for forgiveness, but instead that person becomes angry. He becomes angry and comes, my dear friends and devotees, he pulls his sword. And as he pulls his sword, he holds Devaki. He places his sword to her neck and he says, "O voice, O heavenly being, if there is no mother, then there will be no child." And as he holds his sword to the neck of Devaki Maya, Vasudev falls to the feet of Kamsa. And as he falls to the feet of Kamsa, what takes place? We listen to the medium of Katha. Gopala, Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala. Gopala, Gopala, Devaki Nandana 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 Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala. My dear friends, devotees and bhaktas, as Vasudev falls to the feet of Kamsa, he begins to beg, O Raja, hame dhaya karo, hame raksha karo, maaf karo, please forgive us. But today, O Raja, I have one thing to ask of you. Please release Devaki. I know that she is very near and dear to your heart and you have love for that sister of yours. Please release your sister. I make a promise to you, Raja. Every child that is born to Devaki, I will hand them over to you. But spare the life of your sister, O Kamsa. Kamsa, hearing this, because of the love that he has for his sister, he decided that he would take each one of these children and he's going to destroy them. My dear friends and devotees, the voice says that child that will be born to Devaki, the 8th child, will be known as Gopala. Gopala, Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana 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 Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, Gopala, देवकी नंदन एक बार बोले वृंदावन लाल की Vasudev, he takes Devaki Maya into his arms and comes releasing them into the prison of the kingdom. He says, you will reside here, and every child that is born, I will destroy them. Comes ensure that he placed guard in every corner to ensure that they cannot escape. Why? Because he's afraid to be destroyed. A true bhakta of Bhagwan Krishna doesn't afraid to leave this world. Isn't that so? But when you know your karma is bad, then Jai Bhagwan, you have to fear Yamraj. Kamsa doesn't want to leave the world. Why? He is trapped in the Mahamaya of this world. Devaki Maya, together with Vasudev, is placed into the prison, the cells of the kingdom. And why is they placed there? As time has passed by, Devaki Maya, she gave birth to the first child. And as the child cried, the news reached to Kamsa, Devaki has given birth to a child. And immediately he goes into the kingdom and he holds that child and he dashes him into the wall of the prison, destroying that child. And every time she gives birth to a child, the second child, the third child, he dashes these children into the wall. And Devaki, her heart is bleeding. She's crying. She's begging, O Kamsa, please do not destroy these children. The heavenly voice said it is the 8th child, this is just the second, the 3rd child, the 4th child, O Kamsa. They cannot bring your destruction. But Kamsa is so frightened that he doesn't want to take any chances. Kamsa is filled with so much abhiman, but yet he's a coward. He's afraid to die. My dear friends and devotees in life, likewise, we must try not to be like Kamsa, not to possess that abhiman and that ego, that pride and that jealousy. When we possess these qualities, we are a Kamsa walking upon this earth. Isn't that so? These qualities, as mentioned earlier in Katha, brings your own destruction. Do not be like Kamsa and fight for land. Do not be like Kamsa and fight for treasures and for jewelry and for money and kingdom. Why? Because one day to come, ek din choti jaye sansar. You will leave this world empty-handed. Why fight for material things? Why fight for house and land? When one day to come, you're going to leave it here, my dear friends. And you cannot take it with you when you depart from this world. Do not be a Kamsa. When people fight for land and house and possessions, you are a Kamsa walking upon the earth. Be a Bhakta of Bhagwan. Enjoy these worldly pleasures. Nothing is wrong with having a beautiful home. Nothing is wrong with having a beautiful vehicle. Nothing is wrong with having anything in this material world. Enjoy it to the fullest, my dear devotees, but do not become attached to it. Do not become attached to it. Why? It will bring your own destruction. Do not become a Kamsa. When you depart from this world, there's only two things you could carry with you. Anybody know? Not the 2-inch land we just fight and kill for. And not Mama Bera we just quarrel for. That does remain here, somebody could melt it. Or somebody could thief it in a bandara. What is the two things you could carry with you when you depart from this world? You see the good things that you have done, my dear friends? And maybe somebody didn't recognize it, but you did it from your heart. You will carry that. Not the things that you did and you post it on social media for name and fame and like and share. That one does remain here. And you see the bad things that you have done and you thought you get away. Jai Bhagwan. You have to carry that too with you when you depart from the world. The two things you can carry with you is the good and the bad that you have done. Karma pradhan ek samrata. It is called your karma. So do good. Do not be like Kamsa. Enjoy this world, but do not fight for it. Do not make it your first priority. Your first priority should be Bhagwan, my dear friends. And every child that is born to Devaki, Kamsa will destroy them. And once he destroys these children, Devaki begins to pray. He destroys the seventh child, and Devaki begins to pray. Whom does she pray to? She prays, O Devas, O Rishis, O Munis, listen to my prayer. Listen to my prayer. Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyon ko dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyon ko dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. Oh Bhagwan, you are the one who removes all sorrows in this world and replaces it with happiness. Lord, I don't know when last I could remember a happy day, because every day is filled with sadness. Every child I bring into this world, O Lord, is being destroyed. I'm about to bring the 8th child. Bhagwan, please protect this child. Please protect this child, because this child is a child that will restore back dharma into Mathura. What is dharma? Righteousness. Dharma is righteousness. This is a child that will restore back dharma. How? Because this is a child that a heavenly voice said is going to bring the destruction of Kamsa. And once Kamsa is no longer, dharma will be restored. Bhagwan Krishna, what does he teaches us? Dharma rakshite rakshite dharma. Those who protect dharma, dharma will protect you, my dear friends. Be a dharma putra. Stand firm in what you believe. Stand firm for your dharma. Such as Devaki Maya. Devaki Maya doesn't give up in faith in God. Even though she has lost 7 children, she doesn't give up. She still has faith in God. She's praying to God and she's asking God to protect the 8th child. How many of us would have faith if you have lost 7 children? Jai Bhagwan Baba, faith gone long time. Isn't that so? One thing I always say, we as Hindus lack the most faith. If Baba tell you, "Bait, you have a little problem, offer dhar for 9 days, don't worry, everything will be okay." What we just do? We say, "Oh, Baba, go do it and see what will happen now." The first day offer the dhar, nothing will happen. The second day offer the dhar, well, your bongs your toe, Jai Bhagwan, this prayers are working good. The third day offer the dhar and still no problems is still there. What we say? One more day and that is it for that. And you offer dhar on the 5th day, something happens and we say that's it. You know why nothing happened? You didn't have faith. Before we perform any rituals, before we do anything in life, we must firstly have faith in God, my dear friends. And so, Devaki doesn't lose faith. She has faith in God. You know why? She knows that everything that happens in life happens for a reason. And there is always good in it. We may not see the good in it today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day to come. Isn't that so? One day to come, you will see the good. For everything in life happens by the blessings of Bhagwan. Bhagwan Shri Krishna says everything that happens in your life, see it as prasadam, an offering from God, because there is good in it, and you will see it one day. Devaki prays, and while she prays, she asks Bhagwan, protect this child. She turns to that divine energy of the universe, the divine Devi, and she prays, Om Suno mere Devi Parvatavasini Tera Parana Paya O Maya Ji Tera Parana Paya Oma. Suno Meri Devi, listen to my prayer. Maya, protect this child. You are the mother of the universe. And so, Devaki Maya, she sits there in the prison cell and she's wondering what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next? When this child born will comes, destroy this child. And Vasudev reminds her, "Oh Devaki, you have just prayed. Keep faith and Bhagwan will protect that child." From time to time, my dear devotees and bhaktas, we are placed in people's lives to do what? To remind them to keep faith. To remind them how precious life is. To remind them how powerful God is. That is why when we meet someone, what you must do? Tell them something positive. Remind them about dharma, about righteousness. This is what Vasudev does. He supports Devaki. He says, have faith. With clasped hands together, they are praying. Katha tells to us what takes place. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Bolo Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Maya Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. चरता घनतिक कहयते रूप देवी रसायते मेरा प्रभु सन्न सुख धेयता भक्त बचला गोपाला श्री कृष्णा शरणम मम श्री कृष्णा शरणम मम Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Prabhu Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Baba Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Prabhu Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Prabhu Shri Krishna. एक बार बोले कृष्ण भगवान की. My dear friends, Devaki Maya and Vasudev is in the prison cell. And whilst they are in a prison cell, the place begins to get very quiet. And whilst the place begins to get very quiet, Vasudev, he wakes up. He sits there and he's telling to himself, something is about to happen. It is the 8th night. In the dark fortnight of Bhadrapad, August to September. As the place is very quiet, the rain begins to fall, very heavy, as though it has a storm. The rivers begin to overflow, and occasionally the lightning is flashing. Even though Vasudev is in the prison cell, he could see the reflection of the light. But in a mere moment, as it's about midnight, the place begins to get silent. The rain stops falling for a mere moment. And in that moment, if a pin fell, you could hear it. As Devaki wakes up, she's in pain. As she opens her eyes before her, she sees Bhagwan Sri Vishnu standing with 4 arms, holding the chakra, the Sudarshan chakra, holding the mukdar, the shankh, the parama, the lotus flower. And while he stands there before Devaki, he says, "Oh Maya, oh Devaki, I am here to inform you that I am going to manifest myself. I am going to take manifestation into this earth in the form of your child to restore back dharma to Mathura and to the world at large. O Vasudev, when I take birth, I want you to cross the Yamuna, go to Gokul to the home of your friend Nanda, And as you go into the home of Nanda Baba, you will see Yashoda sleeping with a baby girl next to her. Yashoda was also pregnant. She has given birth to a beautiful girl child. He says, I want you to take this child, place him into a basket, cross the Yamuna, go into the home of Nanda and Yashoda Maya, place this child and take the girl child and bring her back into the prison cell. Saying this, Bhagwan Sri Vishnu, he disappears. Devaki Maya begins to get pain. Exact, my dear friends and devotees, as that time is approaching midnight, Devaki begins to cry with pain. And while she is crying with pain, my dear friends and devotees, the Devatas are looking at what is taking place. Why? Bhagwan Vishnu is about to manifest himself again. It's about midnight. And whilst that child Bhagwan is about to take that childlike form once more again upon the earth, Devaki is in pain. Vasudev is thinking, how am I going to Gokul when it's heavily guarded and every gate has huge locks? But you know what Vasudev says? When you are given instructions by the divine, do not question it. Just follow it. When your guru, when your pandit gives you instructions, maybe your devotion, do not question it. Perform it with full faith and confidence. Then you will become successful. Vasudev begins to pray. And all of the Devatas, they are standing. And whilst they are standing, it's about midnight. What is about to take place? Katha tells to us. O dekho Bindravan mein kunja mein siri naache Nanda Kumar. Dekho Bindravan mein kunja mein siri naache Nanda Kumar. Naache Nanda Kumar Kanaya, O naache Nanda Kumar. Naache Nanda Kumar Kanaya, O naache Nanda Kumar. Dekho Bindravan mein kunja mein siri naache Nanda Kumar. My dear friends, devotees and bhaktas, this evening Katha, Bhagavan Krishna is going to be born. And as he is going to be born, that is something that we should be excited about, isn't that so? As Hindus, when you hear a child going to born, what you just do? You just sit down and dire, or you just be excited. This evening as Krishna is about to take manifestation, let us blend our voices. Let us clap, let us sing. Who wishes to dance? Feel free to dance. But dance for Bhagwan. This evening, my dear friends and devotees, Bhagwan is blessed as Ramayana says, Bare Bhagya Manusha Tanu Pavar, human birth is the greatest gift from God. Use it to serve God. Naura Bhakti, Bhagwan Shri Ram says, Kirtanam Nam Smaranam, chanting my name is one of the greatest form of devotion. Tonight we are blessed and given that privilege to chant, to glorify Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Let us use this opportunity to chant the name of God. Let us use this body to serve God, to rejoice. These hands, we pay plenty money for people to massage our tapping points to heal the body. Sanatana Dharma teaches us when you clap, you activate these points in your hands. You heal your body, my dear friends. But when you don't clap, if your hand is turned red, you didn't clap hard enough. Tonight, clap, glorify, rejoice. Tonight, whilst you are clapping, whilst you are singing, if the person next to you is not singing, what you have to do? Anybody know? You hit them one, hunch. Together. Dekho Bindravan mein kunja mein siri naache Nanda Kumar. Dekho Bindravan mein kunja mein siri naache Nanda Kumar. Naache Nanda Kumar Kanaya, O naache Nanda Kumar. नाचे नंद कुमार कन्हैया, ओ नाचे नंद कुमार। देखो वृंदावन में कुंज में श्री नाचे नंद कुमार। मुकुट सिर ऊपर सोहे, घर के फूलन की हार। मोर मुकुट सिर ऊपर सोहे, घर के फूलन की हार। प्रीतांबर के प्रीता बरज में मुरली घर सुंदर। देखो वृंदावन में कुंज में श्री नाचे नंद कुमार। नाचे नंद कुमार कन्हैया, ओ नाचे नंद कुमार। नाचे नंद कुमार कन्हैया, ओ नाचे नंद कुमार। देखो वृंदावन में कुंज में श्री नाचे नंद कुमार। It's exact 12 o'clock. Go watch your time, it's not 12 o'clock as yet. But in Katha, it's exact 12 o'clock. And so, the place becomes very calm. Devaki Maya gives birth to a child. And as she gives birth to this child, the heaven begins to rejoice. For the heavens open, flowers and rice are being ushered upon that beautiful palace. And so the devas begin to rejoice. They are playing musical instruments and they are singing praises. Otherwise, they are singing praises, my dear friends. They are glorifying the manifestation of Krishna. Ek baar bole Krishna Bhagwan ki. Veena tar miradanga bhaje, baje bhanga sita. वीणा तर मृदंग भाचे, बाचे भंगा सितार। जन जन तन तन मोरा बरज में कर कंचर गंधार। देखो वृंदावन में कुंज में श्री नाचे नंद कुमार। नाचे नंद कुमार कन्हैया, ओ नाचे नंद कुमार। नाचे नंद कुमार कन्हैया, ओ नाचे नंद कुमार। देखो वृंदावन में कुंज में श्री नाचे नंद कुमार। देखो वृंदावन में कुंज में श्री नाचे नंद कुमार। देखो वृंदावन में कुंज में श्री नाचे नंद कुमार। एक बार बोले कृष्ण भगवान की। My dear friends, as Devaki Maya, she gives birth to that son, tears begin to flow from the eyes of Vasudev. Tears begin to flow from the eyes of Devaki Maya. Why? She knows she's going to be separated from her child. As a mother, imagine you are going to be separated from your child. While tears is flowing from her eyes, and she looks at this child, her heart is overflowing with joy yet. Have you ever experienced that type of moment? Her heart is overflowing with joy. Why? She knows this child is going to be safe. She knows that this child is a Dharma Putra. She knows that this child is going to restore Dharma. But Vasudev, he thinks, how am I taking this child to Gokul? He knows there are a lot of guards, but when he looks at the gateway, he sees these two guards are sleeping. He hears a noise, and when he looks at the lock mystically opens for itself. He takes a basket that he has nearby and he places the child. Tears flowing from the eyes of Devaki Maya. She looks at the child and she calls him Kanha. She says, go Kanha. You are going to restore Dharma and we will reunite one day to come. She kisses the child on his forehead. And Vasudev holds that basket. The rain is falling as like storm. And as he reaches to every gate, the guards are asleep and the locks mystically opens. He reaches out of the kingdom safely without anyone being alerted. As he journeys to the Yamuna, he sees the water rushing coming. The water is white, it looks angry. As he looks at the water, it looks as though the next person that steps in there, the water is going to consume you. Does he turn back? What does he do? If we are going to satsang, and whilst on our journey to satsang, something happened on the way, what's the first thing we just do? We say, well, we can't go in satsang again. Isn't that so? Because sometimes you look for the first excuse to turn back. Vasudev remembers the words of Bhagavan Vishnu. As the water is flowing really high, he places his feet into the water. He takes a child in the basket and places him on his head. And as the water splashes and touches the feet of Kanha, receiving that blessing, the Yamuna parts in two. The water becomes calm. Wherever Lord Krishna is, you feel at peace and at divinity. The water parts, and Vasudev is up walking across. Whilst he's walking across, he sees this huge snake. He becomes frightened. But then he noticed that this snake isn't here to harm him. For this snake has 7 heads. Whom is this snake? Anybody knows? Seshnag. For the Seshnag appears and creates a hood over the basket that Krishna is in, safely protecting Krishna and Vasudev. As Vasudev, my dear friends, crosses this river, he goes directly into the kingdom, the palace of Nanda and Yashoda. Everyone is asleep, and as instructed, he places this child next to Yashoda Maya, and he takes the girl child. But as he enters into the kingdom and he's about to go there, he sees this girl child looking at the door, as though she is waiting for someone to come. He takes the child and places the child in the basket. And once again, he places the basket on his head and is journeying to Mathura. Crossing the Yamuna again, he enters into the kingdom. And what takes place? Katha tells to us this evening. Hari ho Rama milana kab hoy, ange sava lage rahe. Hari ho. हाथ में बांसुरा मुख में दाहिरा, हाथ में बांसुरा मोहत में दाहिया। यशोदा माता मुस्का हो, यशोदा माता मुस्का, अंग सवा लाग रहे। हरि हो। Vasudev, he enters into the kingdom of Mathura. All of the guards are asleep, the gates are wide open, and he enters back into the prison cell. He places the child next to Devaki Maya. And as he places the child there, all of the locks begin to click back for themselves. All of the guards wake up, and the child begins to cry. And whilst this child begins to cry, the news reaches to Kamsa that Devaki has given birth to a child. Without any delay, Kamsa goes into the prison cell. And what takes place? Katha tells to us. Kamsa ke raja pitam bara. Kamsa ke raja pitam bara. Devi maiya suhavani, Devi maiya suhavani, ye sawa lag rahe Hari ho. My dear friends, all of the doors mystically the locks snapped. All of the guards woke up and Kamsa came to the prison cell. And as Kamsa reaches to the prison cell, he begins to laugh. He says, today when I destroy this child, I will be free. He says, today when I destroy this child, I'm going to be free. No one could destroy me. Devaki falls to the feet of Kamsa and she begins to beg, Bhaiya, it is a girl child. Please do not destroy her. The heavenly voice says, it is a boy child that is going to come and bring your destruction. Please spare her. And like before, Kamsa, he says, I'm not taking any chance. Prevention is better than, oh, you never hear that one on the side? Prevention is better than cure. He says, I'm taking no chances, and he holds his child. As he holds his child, the child begins to smile. Who is this child? Anybody knows? It is a Devi taking a form. What is the form? Whom is this child? Rupa kanya ka apna banaya, mano bhakto ko dhar sharikaya. It is the Divine Mother. It is Devi Maya who took this form of this child as the Kanya. And she has come there. As she appears there, my dear friends, the Divine Mother, she looks at Kamsa. Kamsa holds the child, and as he's about to dash this child into the wall, she flies up into the air. O Rupa Kanya ka apna banaya, mano bhakto ko dhar sharikaya. Rupa Kanya ka apna banaya, mano bhakto ko dhar sharikaya. सिर पर चुनरी है लाल लाल बिंदिया का माल, सिर पर चुनरी है लाल लाल बिंदिया का माल, लाल हाथों को मेहंदी रचाया, मानो भक्तों को दर शरिकाया। रूप कन्या का अपना बनाया, मानो भक्तों को दर शरिकाया। As the child, my dear friends, flies into the air, she begins to laugh. She says, "Oh Murk, oh fool, how foolish are you, Raja? You feel that you are smart. The one who is going to bring your destruction is safe. He's in Gokul. I am here to warn you that you could run, you could try to hide, you could try to do anything that you want. When death is coming for you, you cannot run and you cannot hide." This evening, Katha is reminding us that one day to come, we too will be destroyed. We too will have to leave this world, and we cannot run and we cannot hide from death, my dear friends. Do good Begin to do good now. Begin to serve God now. Because one day to come, we too will have to leave. None of us knows when. Comes hearing this, my dear friends and devotees, he becomes angry. He becomes enraged. And so, as the Devi is in the air, Devaki Maya begins to pray. Pranamo Maya, thank you. Thank you for protecting my child. And tears is flowing from our eyes. How many of us this evening take this opportunity to thank the Divine Mother, to thank her for the gift of life, to thank her for her protection, to thank her for all that she has done for us. Likewise, as she protects Kanha, this evening, Devaki Maya begins to praise the Divine Mother. Bada sukha paya ho bada sukha paya Mata Rani ke bhavan mein Jai Jai Ma Jagarambe Ma 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 Jai Jai Ma Jagarambe Ma. एक बार बोले जगदम्बे माता की. Devi Maya, she leaves the palace of Mathura. Devaki and Vasudev, they are imprisoned still. Kamsa is enraged, and what he does, he's looking for his child to bring his destruction. He still believes that he could destroy this child once he finds his child. Comes, goes and sits on the throne. And he begins to call various Rakshas to do what? To destroy this child. What takes place that leads us to our Katha on Krishna Janam? Ek baar bole Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki. My dear friends, Yashoda Maya wakes up and she sees this beautiful boy child. He's blue in complexion. What he does? He steals the heart of Yashoda Maya. That is Krishna. And whilst Nanda Baba sees this child, he is happy to see a boy child. Everyone comes there and they are looking to see this child. And as they see this Kanha, what happens? They fall in love with him. From the time you see Krishna Bhagwan, what has happened to you? Nothing. Your heart is fall out then. Prem Kahani. At least that is what should happen. When you see Krishna, we all become mesmerized by the beauty, by the love, by the aura of Krishna. This evening, whilst we prepare to make our 108 offerings, all of the villagers in Gokul, they glorify that Kanha. They place him in that beautiful palana, and they are singing and they are dancing. And whilst they rejoice, we too rejoice. Are lelo bihari nanda lala ho dehiya mori lelo bihari nanda lala ho dehiya mori lelo bihari nanda lala ho dehiya mori lelo dehiya mori lelo bihari nanda lala ho dehiya mori lelo bihari nanda lala ho dehiya mori lelo. This evening, my dear friends, everybody is chulawing that palana and they are dancing. When a child born, what you just do? Somehow you don't answer, but you just rejoice. Isn't that so? Tonight the Lord has taken manifestation and birth, and we at the mandir should be rejoicing, singing and clapping together. Lala ho dehiya mori lelo bihari nanda lala ho dehiya mori lelo dehiya mori lelo bihari nanda lala ho dehiya mori lelo. कहावा कि हम तू काल है ग्वालिन कहावा के हम तू काल है ग्वाले काहे तू काला नाम हो दहिया मोरी ले लो बिहारी नंद लाला 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 हो एक बार बोले कृष्ण भगवान की सत्य सनातन धर्म की I invite you all to sit upright as you are about to join in 108 offerings into the holy and sacred fire. I invite one of our srotas to take the ghee as we perform offerings and oblations into the holy and sacred fire. And I also invite one of our srotas to go before the Krishna Murti as you offer flowers to the feet of Shri Krishna. Om, let us all sit upright as we pray together as we receive the blessings of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsuchana Umardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bhande Jagadguru Mokam Karoti Vachalam Pangulam Gatigirim Yat Kripatamaham Bande Paramananda Madhavam. We offer water around the fire 3 times. Om Sarva Papaharam Devyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Mayaratam Grihanam Parameshwara Om Sri Ganga Jal Achmanyam Samarapayami. We take the ghee as we offer into the fire. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा। 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 ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा। 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 ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा। 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 सर्वेभ्यो देवीभ्यो नमः स्वाहा। सर्वेभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा। सर्वेभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमः स्वाहा। व्यफाचमन ओम सर्वपापहरं दिव्यं गंगेयं निर्मलं जलम् आचमन्यं मयार्तं गृहाणं परमेश्वर श्री महागंगाजल आचमन्यं समर्पयामि। गोविंदाय नमो नमः परमात्माय नमो नमः। वनस्पतिरसुरा भूतोयो गन्युगन्युतमग्रहान् सर्वदेवानं धूपोऽयं प्रति गृहीतम्। एक बार बोले कृष्ण भगवान की सत्य सनातन धर्म की। My dear friends, devotees and bhaktas, as customary, when we join in Bhakti Yatra, we offer a coconut, and very shortly before we offer our coconut to the feet of Bhagwan Krishna and invite everyone to join in aarti. At this point in time, I would like to take the opportunity to say a special thank you to the members of the Esperanza Shiva Mandir for giving us the opportunity to join with you all this evening in devotion. And of course, it is a great blessing and great privilege to sit here and to deliver katha to each and every one of you. Let me say a special thank you to Mataji. From the time she had called me, of course, I felt really happy and I was very excited to be here. I think that was sometime in March. But nothing happens before its time. And today we are blessed and privileged to sit here together in devotion, in pratna, in prayer. This evening, as I've mentioned earlier, we are very blessed and privileged to have joining with us the spiritual leader of this mandir, Pandit Munish, and I would like to invite him at this time to give his blessings. एक बार बुरे गजानन स्वामी की जय। Karaucha, I invite you all to please stand as we join in the offering of our coconut, and of course we join in our final aarti this evening. Vasudeva sutam devam kamsuchanau mardanam devaki paramanandam krishnam hande jagadguru mokam karoti vachalam pangulam gati grim Yat kripatamaham bande paramananda madhavam. Om Shri Krishna arpanam. एक बार बोले कृष्ण भगवान की सत्य सनातन धर्म की। ओम यानि तानि च पापानि जन्म हृततानि च तानि तानि प्रश्यन्ति प्रक्षणा परे परे. I invite all you wonderful bhaktas and devotees who wish to perform aarti. You can come forward, offer aarti and receive the blessings of Shri Krishna. Jai 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 Bhagavatam. 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 Jai Jai Bhagavat Bhagavan ki आरती. पापियों को पाप से है आरती. ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मोक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला. ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मोक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला. हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही प्रभु की महिमा की आरती. पापियों को पाप से है आरती. जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती. पापियों को पाप से है आरती. ये शांति दीप पावन पुनीत सा पोत मिटाने वाला हरि दर्शन गाने वाला. ये शांति दीप पावन पुनीत सा पोत मिटाने वाला हरि दर्शन गाने वाला. ये सुख करने ये दुख हरने ये सुख करने दुख हरने यह मधुसूदन की आरती. पापियों को पाप से है आरती. जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती. पापियों को पाप से है आरती. मधुर बोल जगपंथ को लसन मांगने गाने वाला बिगड़े को बगाने वाला. ये मधुर बोल जगपंथ को लसन मांगने गाने वाला बिगड़े को बगाने वाला. श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही प्रभु की महिमा की आरती. पापियों को पाप से है आरती. जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती. पापियों को पाप से है आरती. ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मोक्ति पंथ ये वचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला। ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मोक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला। हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही जग के मंगल की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। एक बार बोले श्री कृष्ण भगवान की। With love, with devotion this evening, we surrender to the feet of Lord Krishna. Om Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare. एक बार everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. With love, with devotion this evening, we surrender to the feet of Krishna. We thank you, Bhagwan, for the beautiful gift of life. We thank you for our family members and those that support us and that those who are there with us every minute of our lives. Bhagwan, we thank you for our homes, for food. We thank you for the very breath of life, O Lord. Today we thank you for the opportunity to come together, to pray and to worship you, to surrender to your lotus-like feet, O Bhagwan. Hame daya karo, hame raksha karo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Charadhanam Yat Pujitam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tarasrame Kahina Vacha Manasindreva Pudyatmana va Prakatim Subhautam Karome Yagya Sakalam Parashme Narayanaiti Samarapayami. Together. Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Jasaka Tvameva Tvameva Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Tvameva Sarvam. Hari Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. With hands clasped together, turn to the person next to you as you say Sitaram. Shakabaraka Hore Sitaram, Sitaram Sitaram Sitaram. Shakabaraka Hore Sitaram, Sitaram Sitaram Sitaram. This evening, my dear friends and devotees, as you turn to the person next to you, as you say Sitaram, we bow to that divinity within that person. For God is within each and every one of us, for He is here, there, and everywhere. Shakabaraka Hore Sitaram, Sitaram Sitaram Sitaram, Sitaram Sitaram Sitaram. Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham Radhe. बोले गजानन स्वामी की, उमापति महादेव की, आज शक्ति दुर्गा माता की, एक बार बोले पवन पुत्र मान की, बोले कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की, जय जय सीताराम. You may have respectful seats at this time. Let me take the opportunity to thank all of those joining with us this evening on Sankhya television. Let me take the opportunity to say a special thank you to Auntie Shirley, to Uncle Ramesh, and the management and staff of Sankhya television joining with us this evening in devotion. May Bhagwan richly bless you all.
Officiating Pandit Shivan Harrypersad, our temple Pandit Munesh Maharaj, invited guests, devotees, and members of the public who are viewing through various social media platforms. Sitaram. Tonight, we are happy to not only be part of this month's Bhakti Yatra, but also to be gathered here in celebration of a long-standing devotee of the Esperanza Shiv Mandir. This individual has been gracing the earth for 88 years, continuously teaching the young and the old the most valuable lessons in life: how to live, how to love, how to be kind, how to forgive, how to be compassionate, how to succeed. She has done it all. She has been a devoted wife, she is a dedicated mother, a loving grandmother, and a caring great-grandmother. She possesses the innate qualities of integrity, gentleness, tolerance, bravery, spirituality, perseverance, and empathy. I am speaking of none other than Ms. Rajpatia Isaac, also known as Auntie Zone. I would like to take this opportunity to wish you, my great-grandmother, a remarkable woman, a wonderful and blessed birthday. I would like you to know that the most precious gift you have ever given to me and my family is your presence. Happy birthday, Mama. Thank you for being the person that you are. While we're on the note of giving thanks, I would like to thank tonight's officiating Pandit Harrypersad, for his enlightening discourse. And also thanks to you, the members of this temple, and the wider public for attending. Sitaram.
Puresh Ramapati Mahadev ki Jai. My dear friends and devotees, let me take the opportunity on behalf of myself and all the wonderful devotees joining here to extend Shubh Janamdin, happy birthday to you, Mama, and you don't look nowhere close to 88. May Bhagwan richly bless you with many more years of good health, strength and longevity. I saw you sitting there to perform puja and people 30 years old sitting in a chair. So that says a lot. You are greatly blessed by Bhagwan. May Bhagwan continue to guide and protect you and your wonderful parivar. To AJ, I don't know where he is, but I think he's somewhere around. I would like to take the opportunity to wish him happy birthday. But before he sings his song, I would like to invite Bhai Kishanji to render a beautiful birthday selection to both AJ and Mama as we wish them Shubh Janamdin, happy birthday. May Bhagwan richly bless both of you with good health, strength and longevity. I invite you all to join together to clap, to sing and to glorify.
It's a happy day. It's a holy day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a happy day. It's a holy day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Listen to the angels, they singing in the sky. Listen to the ocean wave dancing with joy. Listen to the birds singing in the trees. All of them singing happy birthday. It's a happy day. It's a holy day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. बार दिन ये आए, बार दिल ये गाए, बार दिन ये आए, बार दिल ये गाए, तुझे हजारों साल ये मेरी है और तू। हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे dear AJ, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear mama, happy birthday to you। बार दिन ये आए, बार दिल ये गाए, तुझे हजारों सा ये मेरी है और हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे डियर एजे, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear mama, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you everyone, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to having double celebrations tonight. It's AJ's birthday, and we all know AJ very well. And we all, of course, Mama is celebrating her birthday tonight, and she looks very well for that age, as Guruji would have said. So tonight we would like to blend our voices and sing in one. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
If I hear correctly, I swear this side of the temple is packed with people. And believe it or not, there's about 4 or 5 people. We have all the people on that side. All the devotees are sitting there. So we want to blend our voices all in one. Let us all hear. Mama is at 88. Come on, you know Mama hearing is not 100%. Let's all sing loudly for Mama and for AJ. Ready? Let's go. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you.
Mama, happy birthday. Happy birthday to. Let's give AJ and Mama a lusty round of applause. AJ, my brother, on behalf of Pandit Munish, his entire family, all the members of this beautiful mandir, on behalf of my Guruji, Pandit Shivan Harrypersad, Srimati Trisha Kisha Harrypersad, and all the members of the Sri Sankhya Hanuman Mandir, and of course myself, my brother, it's a very, very special happy birthday to you. Mama, a very, very happy birthday to you as well. Devotees, let's give them one more round of applause. Happy birthday.
Jai Sitaram and Namaste everyone. Join me, Pandit Neil, every Thursday evening